Hi, Councillor Huang. Thank you so much for taking your time to do a quick interview with me.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Please provide a quick introduction of yourself and what a day in your life look like in lockdown.
My name is Kun. I'm a councillor from Cumberland Council. At the moment, as you know, we're all in a lockdown situation. So my day is I work Monday to Friday in my day job as an organiser from the Finance Sector Union, but I also do a bit of councillors' work, so which is, get in contact with my local constituent and also help them with some of the local issues. But obviously, because we are in a COVID pandemic, I get a lot of inquiries over that as well. So sometimes I have to liaise with the state MPs and federal MPs to get an answer for my local resident.
What are your thoughts on the government's COVID response?
Look, I think the government can do much, much better in response to the current COVID pandemic. I think there is a lot of, I would say, problems in terms of communicating with the culturally and linguistic diverse community, and also getting the message out there into the community. For example, the COVID messaging and the public health order are very confusing for a non-English speaker. Actually, sometimes even for an English speaker is very confusing. So I think government has a lot to do. The government has a lot of space to improve on that particular space.
Do you have any suggestions for ways to improve the government policy?
Well, in my view, the government should also include people from the cultural and linguistic background into their decision making. Actually allow people, the leaders from the cultural and linguistic background, to have an input into the government decision making process, not just, okay, we have people in the community that we work with, we get them to communicate our message. There needs to be a two-way conversation between the leader of the community and also the government, so that, we can actually come out with the best plan on how to engage the cultural and linguistic diverse community in the time of COVID.
Are there any suggestions that you would like to make to the audience?
Well, I guess the most important thing right now is to go out there and get tested and get vaccinated. That's the most important message I can give to anyone at the moment, because clearly we're not going to get out of this situation anytime sooner. So the only way to make sure you are safe, your family is safe, and your community is safe is to get vaccinated. So I'll urge anyone who listens to your program right now, go out there and get vaccinated.
As a successful politician from a minority background, what was your original intention for entering politics?
Well, my original intention to get into politics is to make a change. It's make, a positive change for our society, and also to share a light and share ideas from, people from my particular background, want and needs in our society. So I'm what people call a 1.5 generation migrant. So I was born in China, but but pretty much grew up here. But I have a different, I guess, view of as well compared with most others, because I can understand the migrant's perspective, and I also understand a perspective from people who grew up in Australia. So I guess a simple word is that, look, the original reason why I participate in politics is just want to make a positive change.
What message do you want to send to Australian children of minority background?
Well, get involved in politics, get involved in decision making. I think that's the most important message I can give to the younger generation, that it is. I think we need to have people from the cultural and linguistic background need to have a seat on the decision making table, and the only way to do that is through politics, in my view.
Great. As a Chinese Australian, what do you think about the current Australian-China relationship?
Well, obviously, it's not in a positive light at the moment. My view is that the leaders of two countries just need to sit down together and knock out the problems. Obviously, it's difficult for, Chinese Australians, and it's difficult for, Australian exporters at the moment as well. So I think the leader in our country, Scott Morrison, and the leader in China, which is Xi Jinping, just needs to pick up the phone with each other and actually sort it out.
What are your thoughts regarding the future outlook of Australian-China relations?
Look, well, I'm an optimist. So, I always hope that we will have a positive relationship soon in the future. And it will be in the interest of Australians, and it will also be in the interest in the Chinese. So, I hope that in the future we'll have a much more positive relationship between Australia and China.
Thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule to have chat with me.
No worries. Thanks, Donna.
Thank you.